recently had the pleasure of attending the South Carolina Black Farmers Coalition's 5th annual conference. While there, I had the opportunity to speak to the coalition's president, Mr. Daryl Orage, and a key member of the conference committee, Ms. Sadia Pollard. We discussed the coalition's invaluable support, particularly in helping farmers across the state access USDA funding and other critical resources. President Orage shared with me the coalition's mission to uplift and center black farmers in South Carolina while providing vital resources like training and technical assistance. The coalition not only is helping established farmers grow their business, but is also opening doors and opportunities for the next generation of black farmers in South Carolina. Ms. Pollard, can you tell us a little bit about the event today?
Sure. So this was the 2024 South Carolina Black Farmers Annual Conference, Coalition Conference. And so every year we like to highlight some of the topics that more farmers want to learn about, really create a space of networking, relaxation, skill building, and knowledge sharing, and then a time to party a little bit and communion. Yeah.
Now tell me a little bit about the organization and what the mission of the organization and some of the activities that you guys do throughout the year.
Sure. The coalition's mission is to uplift and how do I say this? The coalition's mission is to uplift and center the voices and work of black farmers in the state of South Carolina. So we provide technical assistance, we provide training, we provide kind of access to other black farmers in the state, training on grants, access to certain grants and things like that. And we are all around the state. We're up in the Midlands, in the mountains, in the low country, everywhere you can find us.
Okay. If a young farmer or just a senior farmer was thinking about joining an organization but was on the fence,
sure.
Tell me a little bit, what would you say to them? What's a great reason to join the organization?
Yeah, it's a place to come together and work with other farmers who are seeing the lens of farming in a similar way as you. They may be looking for access to people who want to work with them, access to grants, struggling maybe with land acquisition or funding, and it's just a great way to know who has your back and who is going to help you really reach your goals. It can be isolating to farm in places where your neighbor may be a mile or two from you, or you don't know anyone else in your community that looks like you and is a farmer. Especially for young farmers, I think it's hard to see young farmers in our state. And a lot of our farmers are elders, and the time is here to start transitioning new young people to come into the agricultural industry. And with technology, especially with our extension from South Carolina State and Clemson, young people don't have to touch the soil to do agriculture, right? You can be a technology person, you can be a math person, marketing, all of that is included in agriculture. And the more that we expose young people to that, even with elders who are having issues and know what needs to change in the industry, young people are there to really bring new ideas to the table and work with their elders.
Ms. Paula, if somebody wanted to reach out and contact the organization, how would they do that?
Yes, farmers can look us up, just basically a simple Google search and look up South Carolina Black Farmers Coalition. You can find us under South Carolina Black Farmers Coalition on Instagram, Facebook, X, and then you can also look up our website, and you are able to join our membership and access our Facebook page on our website.
Mr. Orage, could you tell us a little bit about the event tonight?
Well, tonight we celebrated our 5th year of operating through an awards banquet recognizing farmers and actual members of the organization who have played a pivotal role in making sure our organization have been able to sustain itself in serving farmers across the state.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about some of the activities during the year.
There are several programs that we're actually involved in. As an example, there's a program that the USDA announced last summer into the fall, wherein farmers that have faced a degree of discrimination could apply for funding through a program that was issued. And we actually help many farmers through one-on-one clinics as well as workshops. We help these farmers to apply for this discrimination fund through the USDA. Another program that we have been participating in is called the Local Food Purchase Assistance Program, wherein the USDA through the State Department of Agriculture has been funding aggregators throughout the state. So our organization is one of 12 aggregators. And what we have been responsible for doing is buying produce directly from farmers across the state. And our effort has been directly at black farmers. So over the past year, we spent about $500,000 with black farmers in buying produce, which was then distributed to families in need across the state.
Okay. How long has the coalition been around?
Yeah, so we've operated for approximately 5 years, and we're growing. So in the first year or so, if you will, the organization we got together maybe once a month, had meetings or so. So we have become much more operational over the past couple of years. Although we don't have any full-time staff, we're actually operating close to full-time, if you will.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about some of the successes. Just two things you're most proud of that you guys have been able to accomplish.
One of the things that a farmer just said to me last week, he said to me, an elder farmer who's been farming for many years, through the efforts of the coalition, through the programs that we have connected farmers with, he's made more money farming than he's ever made in the past. So, that's a testament. A lot of people farm for hobby, a lot of people farm for profit. So he testified that the fact that he's never made as much, not that he's making, a whole lot of money, but the fact is he's making money, remarkably more money now than he has before he connected with the coalition.
Tell me a little bit about your long-term strategy. What's your vision for this organization?
Okay, so what we're trying to do is make sure we have a sustainable organization where we're serving farmers, where they are able to connect producers, our farmers, with distributors and wholesalers across the state throughout the region, not just continue to grow on a very small scale. We're trying to amp up, if you will, to become much more regional and have food hubs where we're serving our farmers as well as serving our communities.
I noticed when on the drive-in coming into the Penn Center, you guys had quite a few sponsors. Tell me a little bit about what if I'm an organization and I'm interested in sponsoring you guys. Tell me a little bit about what you can offer us.
Okay, so as you notice, we actually have a banner and actually program material where we mention the sponsors who actually contributed to making sure this event actually happens. So we recognize those folks. They provided ticket to the event. And again, we couldn't do it without our sponsors. Well, we could, but we wouldn't want to do it without our sponsors. If a sponsor or someone wants to get involved, they can send us an email to president@scblackfarmers.com. So we can actually get in touch, see what arrangements we can make.
If I'm a member of the community and I'm not a farmer, what are some of the things we can do to help you guys out?
You can provide a venue, for example, if we have a meeting, if we have a need for a meeting, you can provide a venue space, possibly. You can connect some young people with us who may be interested in farming.
Mr. Orage?
Yes.
Thank you for taking time to talk to me.
You're welcome.